Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream, a stream where we make games sometimes, and sometimes we talk about riddles. I'm Richard. I'm Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joey at J1 on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Sarah at Sarah on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Thomas at Sparks on the MakeCode forum.
And today, I don't really have anything planned, so I think we're just going to be doing something pretty random. I thought about doing more spatial audio stuff, but I figured, you kind of got the gist last time. We'll demo it again when it's actually in the product. But for now, we're just going to play around with something because it's a Friday stream. So, without further ado, let's share screen. Also, sorry we're late. My computer blue screened, which is something that has not happened to me in a very long time.
I was gonna say, like, it's been a very long time since I've heard of someone's computer blue screening.
Yeah. I feel like it used to be a more regular occurrence, but now it's
definitely
not really. Okay, so we're kind of late to the game on this, but for our next little Friday stream thing that we just keep working on, I was thinking we did the game show jam, and I never ended up making anything for it. I want to make a game show. So let's make a game show, okay?
Did we not start one?
No, we didn't.
I seriously thought we started doing something for this, but maybe not.
Huh.
Maybe I'm just thinking of playing a game.
I talked a lot about game shows, I remember, but and anyway, to get started, we're going to go around and we're all going to talk about our favorite game shows. So get ready, okay? Think about it. You must have some game show you've seen at some point. So I'm going to list some in no particular order. I'm skipping all the classics, all right? Going for the deeper cuts, I guess. But no, I'll just go with the classics. I mean, obviously I love Jeopardy, but that's really boring. And Wheel of Fortune, also very fun. Everyone can do it. Price is Right. Now that's a fun one. Price is Right is like a million little game shows in one game show. But if you are, nothing says I am sick and staying home from school and nothing is on TV, like watching an episode of The Price is Right. And seeing all of the weird commercials for elder care products that come on because it's the middle of the day. So that's me. Joey, game shows.
I have to think about it.
You're not allowed to pass. I gave you warning.
I know. I'm saying I had to think about it. I've never been a big game show person, but the one that I'm admitting straightforward is a pretty bad one. It's just Deal or No Deal. I think that's probably the one I've seen the most, just because it was just like weirdly timed in my schedule that it just like was always on. It was like, whatever. I guess this is awful, but
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't give any intros to mine because I think most people know what the ones that I talked about are. Yeah. But do you want to give a quick thing?
There's
about
like
what the deal is?
25 or something like that chests like in suitcases with numbers on them, and they're like zero. There's a penny in this one, there's $1 in this one, there's $1 million in this one.
Joey, freeze?
Did I freeze?
No,
Okay, you're back.
I can still do Jerry. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, basically that was the whole the show. You just pick one and you're like, this is my money, or okay, and then they try and get you to trade it, and you're like, okay, maybe I will, and then you traded it in the end, and then you trade away the $1 million, and you're like, well, that sucks. Yeah. They're also like, hey, I'll give you like $25 for it right now. It's a pretty good deal, don't you think?
Yeah. Who hosted that one? Was that Howie Mandel?
I think it was Howie. Right?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
It was Howie.
Okay, next up, Thomas, game show.
So I'm not a big game show person, but I thought about it.
I don't think anyone is a big game show person, right? Like, there's no one who's
I think there are game show.
Never mind. I take it back.
Yeah. But I will usually go out of my way to not watch a game show. However, I distinctly remember as a kid really liking. The thing is, I think I only watched a few episodes of it, but I just wanted to be in it, which was Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's got to count as a game show.
We've talked about this one on stream before, but it is a weird trivia competition where the trivia is just about a story that they tell you, and then it turns into a obstacle course where you run around, and some very scary guys dressed all in black might grab you and pull you into a sarcophagus.
Yep. Seemed like a real good time.
Yep.
And as a kid, of course, I was always like, I could do better than that.
Absolutely. That is the
I never got a
classic, I could do better than that, like, thing. But also, as a kid, I was terrified by the people who grabbed you.
Yeah.
All right,
I
Sarah.
can do better than that is like, are you smarter than a fifth grader, isn't it?
Sort of.
Speaking of, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
All right.
Yeah, I mean that one was a big one for me. I loved Jeopardy like kind of recently, like in the past 5 years, I guess, where like my boyfriend's mom introduces me. I'm like, this rules trivia, and it's not every day. And then like Wheel of Fortune, I grew up with that. Like my mom loves it, and so like that was always fun. Deal or No Deal is a great show. It's like, you know, you got the are they gonna do it? Are they gonna make the money? And then the drops. It's great. It's great. And then Game Changer on Dropout. That one's more of a niche. They technically, it's not like a consistent game show though. They
I
change
feel like
the
that's
rules
not a
of the
game show. I don't think it counts.
I don't think it counts
It's
either.
considered a game show, okay?
No,
Like
it's the same way
look
that-
it up.
It's
I don't-
a game show
I don't
in the
think
same
they ever-
way- in the same way that Whose Line Is It Anyway is a game show, which it is not.
I
I
think,
don't even think they ever call it a game show.
But
I will pull up the intro. I will pull it up.
Do it. Pull up the intro. They don't call it a game show. I guarantee you.
Okay,
Don't put it on stream.
okay.
though.
Okay,
I don't know if
all
they're
right.
gonna put it on stream.
Let's just take it off the table until proven otherwise. All right. Yeah, I think the main thing I like about Jeopardy is that I'm better than my family at it. And so
I'm not, but
there's like all categories where everyone is kind of good at a thing, but I usually win, which makes me happy. And by win, I mean that obviously when you're watching Jeopardy with your family, everyone just shouts out whenever they know the answer, right? Jeopardy is one of those game shows I think everyone can watch because it's just pure trivia and it's so fast. You know,
Mhm.
It's like question, next question, next question. It's not like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire where it's like, all right, let's talk for 5 minutes. Ask a question and you have to wait like 45 seconds while they're hemming and hawing.
Yeah, and then they have to call their dad and be like, I don't know the answer to this question. And you're like, I don't know the answer either.
Yeah.
The other one that I know about because it was sort of referenced pretty directly on Doctor Who was the Weakest Link. That one's another fast one, I think.
That was referenced on Doctor Who?
Yeah, like
I think
the
I've only
first
ever seen
of
the
the new Who
reboot.
seasons. It was in the new version with but this was like Christopher Eccleston era. Yeah.
All right. Well, so we're going to be doing a game show today. And I don't think we can do a trivia one. I mean, we can, but we would have to come up with trivia questions, and that would just be the entire stream is us trying to think of trivia questions. So no good on that. But I think we do want to do something that has like a sparkly set or something. So in the past, we have done Wheel of Fortune. We called it Guess the Thing. And I think there's only like 5 different things that can show up, but it does work. So I think maybe a mechanic that we could do that is different is we could try doing Deal or No Deal. I feel like that's a pretty straightforward thing. And I don't remember how Deal or No Deal works specifically. Do you get any clue as to what is in the thing you have?
no.
No,
I don't think so.
you just randomly pick a chest. A model brings it over to you and is like, this is the chest. And then you just pick them each time.
It's a briefcase. It's not a treasure chest. It'd be better if it was a treasure chest.
I was
That would be
implying
more
we should
fun.
make this into a treasure chest.
Okay, wait. So then what is the point of that game? They just say, hey, do you want to switch this completely random thing with something else? Or you must get
Exactly.
some information.
I think they like offer you money to to buy you out, right?
Yeah. So like between I think it goes down. So you pick 5 chests at first, the five briefcases, I guess, at first. They bring them up and they're like, oh, this was $5,000. This was $10,000. And then they do like a average of it, and they're like, okay, well, you you got rid of the 1,000,000, the 500,000, and the 100,000. So I'll offer you $20 for this. And you're like, I don't want that deal. And they go back and forth.
This is complicated. Maybe we'll do let's make
All
a
right.
deal instead.
Yeah. There's math involved.
Let's make a deal is possibly too far in the other direction, but it does let us talk about the Monty Hall problem, which is fun.
I was gonna say, I feel like Deal or No Deal kind of just is something. It's like a variation on the Monty Hall problem.
Yeah,
But
it is sort.
Yeah.
Well, no,
no,
I don't know.
Because Howie
does it
doesn't know
have to
what each one has. The Monty
Yeah,
Hall
that's
problem
fair.
works because Monty Hall always knows what's in there, and so he removes one that is guaranteed to not be it. So you're left with
Right.
2/3 of it remaining.
Okay,
This one does
Let's-
not work in that
gotcha.
same way.
let's briefly talk about what the
Gotcha,
Monty
gotcha.
Hall problem is. All right, because this is a fun thing you can use to confuse your relatives if you want. It's one of those things where I think everyone hears about it in their first like day of probabilities class or something, and you're like, your mind is blown, and you have to spend forever thinking about why it is the case.
I learned about it first in Calc BC, which is
Ah.
wild. I never took a stats class in high school, so that's.
I think I first learned
probably
about it in stats. I didn't take it in high school. I took it in college. So Let's Make a Deal was a game show. I don't remember all the rules, but the basic way it works is there are 3 doors, all right, that are 1, 2, and 3. So let's go ahead and label those. You look at my beautiful labels. All right. So the host of the show was a guy named Monty Hall. And the way that the show would go is he would basically say, okay, you get to choose one of the doors. All right. So behind one of these doors, there is a wonderful grand prize. All right. It's like a vacation to, I don't know, Lithuania. It's beautiful this time of year or something like that. Okay. So you have a grand prize, which is on either behind door 1, 2, or 3. And so basically Monty Hall asks you, okay, I want you to choose one of these doors. All right. You're going to get whatever prize is behind. So Thomas, choose a door.
Middle door.
All right. So Thomas chooses door number 2. I don't know. Wait. I have the wrong tool on. Okay. So Thomas chooses door number 2. Monty Hall then goes, door number 2. That's great. Well, would it change your choice if I open door number 1 and reveal that there is nothing behind door number 1? Anyone goes, oh, now you are given the choice. Thomas, do you want to keep your door? Play along, Thomas. Or do you want to swap to the other door?
Do you want me to do the smart thing, or do you want me to do what all the contestants do?
What all the contestants do.
I'm going to keep my door.
There you go. So, right, because when you think about this, the Monty Hall problem is basically, should you swap your door in this scenario? So you've picked door number 2, and you're given the option to swap number 3, and you know door number 1 is taken out. And your question is, are you going to have better odds if you switch your door to door number 3? So at the beginning, you have 30% chance, right? 33% chance. And when you see that you now have a choice between 2 doors, you're like, oh, it's 50-50. It's an equal chance, right? I can swap to either of the doors, and it's all equal because, we're used to a coin flip where you have 2 things, it's 50% chance. But
And at that point, you're emotionally attached to door number 2 because you picked it, and it wasn't the goat that was in door number 1. So you're doing pretty good.
Yes. The thing that is crazy about the Monty Hall problem, and that makes everyone super confused, is it's actually twice as likely to be the correct door if you swap. All right. So I'm going to try and explain this as best I can. But the way it works basically is when you choose your door, you are basically choosing between 2 options. One is the door you chose, which has a 33% chance of being right. And the other is the other two doors, which has a 66% chance of being right. All right. So when Monty Hall reveals that one of those is incorrect, it does not change those original probabilities. So that door you picked is still a 33% chance of being right, and the other two doors are a 66% chance of being right, one of them. All he's done is tell you that this one's definitely wrong. So if you switch over, you still have a 66% chance that that last door is correct. And the first door is 33% chance. So the thing to remember is the probability locks in as soon as you make the choice. And the reason that it's kind of non-intuitive is because Monty Hall knows everything. He knows that this door was incorrect, which is how he was able to reveal the one. It's not like he chose a random one and it happened to be that. But because he has this perfect knowledge, you know, things change.
Yeah. Even without like perfect knowledge, you can tell that the result would be the same. It's just that it would be a bad game show because he would show that number one had, you know, the hot springs resort trip, and then you'd be like, oh, well, I guess I'll choose between the donkey and, you know, the kitchen set.
Right. I've never actually seen Let's Make a Deal. I know that in the classic example, the way this is posed, they say a goat is behind the other two doors. Was there actually a goat behind the other two doors in that show?
I don't recall. I think it was usually a car as the grand prize, but I don't recall the other things.
Pimink Official says, I'm confused. That's the correct response because this goes against like all human intuition. And I'm sorry that I'm not doing a great job of explaining it.
I don't know if it helps, but I think the thing that really locked it in for me is just thinking like with 2 and 3, it's kind of fuzzy, right? Because it's like a 1 in 3 chance. There's 100 doors, right? And he goes through and reveals all the other doors. You had a 1 in 100 chance at first. You almost certainly didn't have it, but now you know there's only one thing left. You almost certainly know that the other thing was it. I don't know. It's easier for me at scale than in the 3-digit case.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. So if we were to code some version of Let's Make a Deal, we could just have 3 doors, you choose one, and then you're given the choice to swap. That's still a pretty boring game. Hey, you know what we could do definitely in this time that's a little bit more fun? I think we may have coded this before, but we could do it again. Is how many of you guys have been to a baseball game in the last 10 years? All right. You know the thing that they do on the big Jumbotron where they put like 3 baseball cats down and like they put a ball under one of them and they all shuffle around and then everyone in the stadium yells out, "It's cat number 2! It's cat number 2!"
Okay.
Yeah. So how about we do that? It's kind of related, you know, but we'll just have a thing. We'll show you where the thing is and then we'll just shuffle it really, really fast and then let you choose which one you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
It sounds good. I just don't know how that's. I guess that's more interactive. It just seems like the same level of entertainment to me as the Monty Hall problem.
It's
like the thing that makes it fun at baseball games is that like you have the collective of like everyone's locked in and trying to guess.
Well,
you gotta like try and follow the cap, you know. Unlike the Monty Hall problem where you just know the answer.
The Monty Hall problem is if you know the answer to the Monty Hall problem, you know what to do. There's only one thing to do. Which is
that's true.
Well, there's 2 things to do. You pick one at first, and then you throw it away immediately after.
Well, it's related in that there are 3 things, and one is hidden. One has a thing hidden behind it. Okay, I don't know how more related you can get. True that it's not a probability thing anymore, but I mean, come on.
What if we made this as a multiplayer game, and whichever gets the most votes wins? Because then it gets Sarah's thing.
I like doing it as a multiplayer game. I think that's a fun idea.
That is fun.
Okay.
I also wanted to point out the other baseball game that you see, which is the like cars racing around a track and choosing the right one. I hate that one.
I hate that one too.
Like, what's the point of this?
So the other one is there's just like for the Mariners, it's 3 boats. And they all, everyone just yells at, "Go boat, go yellow boat, go yellow boat, go green boat." And they all have like brand logos on them. And just a random one of them wins. You know, there's nothing you can do to choose the right one or not. Half the time you'll be in first place until the last second and the other will just like shoot forward. So.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's like
I will
if
say
there
with
was like crowd engagement, like that could be fun, but it's not. Sorry, Thomas.
That's fine. With the cap game where you're trying to guess what's under, which cap has the thing. It's a pet peeve of mine. Sometimes they do a stupid thing where all three of them overlap, pause, and then go in other directions. I'm like, well, now it's just random. I was working so hard to follow the ball or whatever, and then they drives me nuts.
That happened in the last game I went to. We all, for once, me and the other two people I go to baseball games with, we all chose the same one. We were sure. We are never united, but we were sure this time it was wrong. We're like, you cheated.
Yep.
Okay, what are we going to hide this item underneath? Do we want to do an order in like honor of Deal or No Deal, make it like a briefcase?
No, treasure chest.
Treasure chest would be pretty good.
Okay, all right, sure.
It could be pirate themed.
All right. Yeah. We'll draw a treasure chest. Okay. So let me look up some.
I also am gonna put it out there that I really like Wolf's idea of
what is it?
Combining moving the cap around with the Monty Hall problem. So like you lock in and then you get like you lock in and then it gets shuffled, so you're basically screwed.
You lock in, it gets shuffled, and then they reveal one, and they're like, "You want to switch?" And you're like, "Yeah, I guess I do."
There's no point to doing that, right?
I mean, it'd be kind of more fun, right? Like the main point of the swapping thing is just so that they're swapping. Right?
I do not understand this idea. I don't think.
Okay, so the idea is that you get to choose between three things at the beginning, and then it's gonna shuffle around. All right. And then one of them is going to be revealed. And so now the only way you get the advantage is if you happen to remember which one was your original one.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, it's a 50% chance.
Oh. Oh, my.
All right. Cat alert.
Belle's coming to say hi. Her usual appearance.
Man, I wish I had a cat who was giving me a hug right now. You hear that, Otto? You hear that, breakfast? Nah, they're sleeping. So my cats don't give me hugs, but when Otto does want my attention while I'm working, he will walk up behind me and get up on his hind legs and put his paw on my shoulder. And then that's when I know I have to turn around and let him into my lap. He's very polite.
The fact that he can put his paw on your shoulder when you're seated, it just like really puts a really good image of how big Otto is.
He's a big guy. Yeah, he's a big cat.
Or Richard just has a really low desk and chair,
A random preset asset gets hidden in the chest. This is just to force Richard to write the names of every single preset asset.
No, I'm not going to do that. We do have to decide what's going to be in the chest, though, right?
A skull can be in one of them.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to assume that's not what you want to get.
I think that we can leave that to their interpretation, really, right? Like, realistically, whatever they want to get is what they want to get.
Okay, all right. So you want to make it so there is no correct answer, and it's just something happens at the end, and you're left to...
One man's trash is another man's treasure, right?
Could be a treasure map. Could be another treasure chest.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be something that's not treasure related at all.
Yeah. What if this was what if we had this as the way that we pick our three skill, like pick from three skills in a roguelike? So every time you level up, you have to do this, and you're like, well.
I really want that fireball ability, but I guess I kind of follow the chest.
I think it should be the friends you made along the way.
Thank you.
Please don't put your friends in a chest. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, and take the
They might
doors
not
off.
come out of the right?
That's why I wasn't going to initially suggest a cat, because I'm like, I don't want to think of a cat in a chest. And then I was like, the friends you made along the way are fine though. Oh gosh, what is my brain? So, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I don't think you could fit a car in a chest, but you could fit like a Hot Wheels, you know.
You could fit a car key in a chest.
Oh, true.
What could be like a Mary Poppins chest?
Oh, that's true.
What is that? Wait, what?
Like an infinite
Like her bag.
chest.
Oh, I gotcha. I was like, I didn't know Mary Poppins was known for carrying around treasure chests.
No.
Yeah, parasols and treasure chests, the two most Mary Poppins things in media.
Mm-hmm. No, and it's spoonfuls of sugar. That's the other thing.
In the treasure chest.
All right.
That would be pretty good. A spoonful of sugar in the treasure chest. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or could it be like
Lock.
medicine? Like, congrats, you no longer have disease.
Yeah, correct. You get this.
That's pretty messed up.
You get this old-timey medicine instead.
Yeah, you go to the apothecary and they're like, okay, would you like to keep your choice, or would you like to swap it? This is how you decide whether you have pneumonia anymore.
There's no
High
real.
stakes.
I don't think there's. I mean, I guess the medicine for pneumonia is just antibiotics.
Mm.
All right. Well, I don't know. It's a treasure chest. You see what I'm going for?
It looks like a burger.
I could see it as a treasure chest. Could see it as a sort of urn. Could see it as a robot face.
Yeah.
But I think, knowing that with the context, I think we can understand it's a treasure chest.
Okay, wait. I think it'll be better if I make these into like planks. All right. Like, so it's like clear it's wood. Same thing up here.
Oh yeah, that's better.
And then we'll change this
Look like
opening bit to be black. And then put in some nails. Wait. Like that.
a gold keyhole has been requested by Wolf.
Gold keyhole.
Fimig agrees.
There you go. Do we like the planks or?
Yeah.
Okay. I think what we're learning here is that Richard can do pixel art, but not when he has an audience. Also, Richard talks about himself in the third person.
Doesn't everyone at some point? Like, I feel like that's just something.
Richard doesn't know, but Richard will think about it.
Like, I do every once in a while.
Is this bigoting?
Not often. Yes.
Okay, this is such a busted treasure chest.
Where's the keyhole?
Alright, I think I need to change the planks or something.
Planks might be a little too small.
Yeah, that wasn't the criticism I was expecting.
Oh. What were you expecting?
I don't know. Maybe just something better or constructive. Thomas?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Your treasure chest looks great. You shouldn't worry.
Maybe one of the treasure chests should have the key to the other chest, but it's kind of messed up because then you don't get the other treasure chest, so you just have the key to the other chest and then no ability to access that chest.
That's a classic Joey suggestion.
I was actually thinking the same thing though, Joey.
It's extra
Like,
messed
what
up because
was
then that
this?
means the other chest you can't open without getting the other chest, and you get told that otherwise. Like, here's your chest. Also, the keys in the other one. So
There you go. Here's my terrible treasure chest.
It's not
All right.
gold.
It's pretty
It
bad.
needs to be
It's gold.
gold.
It's what are you
What?
talking
It's
about?
gold.
It's gold.
What?
What? You want me to make it yellow?
What?
Yeah. Thank you.
It's
Ooh,
like
no.
less accurate to the gold color, but
Nah.
gold is not bright yellow.
Nah.
All
I'm with
right.
Richard on this one.
Our audience agrees.
Okay. All right, we're not doing a treasure chest anymore. I can't look at this thing.
Oh my, Richard! No!
Can you draw a clamshell?
Okay,
No!
all right, yeah.
No, we
no.
can't do clams. It's unethical.
We're not eating the clams, Sarah.
Wow.
You're taking
All
the
right.
pearl from the clam.
The pearl is an irritant to the clams.
Wait, is it actually?
The clam
It's like-
isn't making this thing for like, oh, now I'm gonna be rich.
Well, I know that, but like, isn't it? Is it
No,
not?
There's
so
like the dust that
it's-
accumulates and gets formed into the pearl. Or
it's
something,
like
right?
it's like some dirt that gets stuck in their mouth, and then in order to make it not like uncomfortable, they coat it with some material, and it eventually turns into a pearl.
That's wild! This is the first time I've learned about pearl
Yeah.
lore.
You can stop throwing blood on all of those jewelry shop patrons.
I didn't do that, but
That would be
Oh,
unethical.
don't,
She was
didn't,
drawing,
and don't.
drawing dirt on them.
Oh gosh.
Then I guess you didn't think it was that unethical, huh?
I just don't really buy jewelry, so I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know.
All right. I'm drawing an egg now. We're gonna get a thing out of an egg.
Oh, all right. That's fun. Can it just be a
I
chick?
see eggs. Oh, sorry. I'll stop.
All right. A big fat. I'm just gonna make it a Yoshi egg. So it's gonna have spots on it.
I make
Classic Yoshi
microbit
egg.
jewelry. I don't even know what that would like. Are you talking about like some of the projects that they have on the homepage for the microbit? I don't
Yeah,
know
some
if
of,
I've-
we do have some projects on that are like, you know, like a watch or something, you know.
Yeah. That could be interesting. If you just like, I don't know, drill, or you know what you could do? You can put a necklace through the holes of your microbit, and then you can wear it as a necklace. Or even you can do like, oh my gosh. Well, this would ruin the integrity of it, but you could do like super glue if you like do one of those pin things, and you can wear your microbit as a pin. But I don't know. Then you wouldn't really be able to use it.
Pinmink official
Maybe.
says poor Yoshi egg. Yeah, sorry, the Yoshi egg is gonna get cracked open. So let's outline this. There we go. And we're gonna copy this, and we're going to make 2 more images. One's gonna be the top of the shell, one's gonna be the bottom of the shell. Right? Because we're gonna crack it open at the end. It's all right. Yoshi eggs do not contain offspring. I don't know if I've ever in a Mario game seen a child Yoshi come out of a Yoshi egg.
That seems like it'd be so
Paper Mario,
traumatizing.
right? The Paper Mario, the
All right, Joey. Joey,
I got you though. I was
you
right.
did get me. You did get me.
And then we immediately make him fight for us. It's kind of messed up, to be honest.
It is, but you know he is a little scrapper.
Yeah.
So we're going to duplicate this. And then for this one, we're going to delete the top half, or I guess the bottom half first. Like this.
Ooh. From Woof Woof, Richard, how's Hollow Knight so far?
I assume you mean Silk Song. And yeah, it's a good game. Having a lot of fun. It's way harder than Hollow Knight ever was. I'll tell you that.
Born for one purpose and one purpose only. Dying a pit so Mario can cross the gap. That's not true. They also kind of throw each other at each other. Throw their eggs at other things. That happens too.
That's true, but the primary usage is indeed to jump off your Yoshi while you're jumping across a gap so that it immediately dies.
That's true.
Okay.
Poor Yoshi. Yoshi's so cute. Yoshi shouldn't be treated like this. Justice for Yoshi.
Okay, wait. All right, so we have these two. Actually, I'm gonna copy this again and duplicate this and paste this in here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to paste. I want to copy this. Paste this in here. There we go. Was that like shifted over a pixel? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, don't know how that happened. There we go. All right, and we're gonna animate this guy so that we can have like a little, like the crack forming, you know? So let's copy this version, go in here, do 32 by 32. Gonna paste that in, and we're just going to erase this crack as it goes across. So go ahead and do like that.
Woof Woof says to make it shake back and forth. I also did I say that weird? Sometimes I realize I say like words with double O's really weird. Like roof. Is it roof or roof?
It depends on what part of the country you're in.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
There you go.
Like I feel like I say roof. So like woof.
It's very much just dependent on like where you grew up, like, where the accent comes from, which whether it's a long O or a whatever you call it.
All right, so we're gonna make a function. We're gonna call this hatch egg. Oh, it's gonna take in a sprite.
I say it like book instead of. I mean, it's hard. It's hard when you say I say it like book instead of, and then you put.
I don't think anyone would say book. Okay, actually, maybe some people would in like England, a really strong accent.
Can you give me that book?
A book. Would have book.
No,
but yeah, most people would say book in the U.S.
Rough.
I got a snake in my book.
Okay. So there is we're just gonna do this quick hatching thing. And the way we're gonna do it is we're going to animate and we're gonna make the egg shake every time a crack forms, and maybe we'll make some particles come out, and then we'll have the two halves kind of separate at the end to reveal whatever's inside.
Can we make it so it depends on when you press A? So it's like there's like a 20-minute time loop, and for the first 5 minutes it's blue, and for the next 5 minutes it's pink, and then for the next 4 minutes it's orange.
What?
That's how it worked
in
Paper Mario. That's how it worked in Paper Mario.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Yeah. So for what Joey's referring to is in Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, the second one, you could there's one of the companions you get is a Yoshi, and you get a random color Yoshi. It's not actually random though. It's based off of like the in-game time or something. Hi, Astronomer.
It's how long it's been in game since you had attained it on a. So it's up to 20 minutes. And
yeah. And so the one you always wanted to get was, I don't remember what all the colors were, but I always wanted the pink one.
I think the pink one was possibly the hard. I want to say the pink one was the one that's like a 1 minute in the 20-minute time period to get, where it's like very easy to miss it.
We're going to call this hatch frames. And we're going to use the timer extension to do a separately do here. And we're going to do a 4 index loop. And let's see, how many frames do we have? It's the start, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We can actually just go ahead and delete that first frame. We only want the hatching frames here. So we are going to set the image in here of our sprite to be the nth frame or whatever. Put in index. And we'll do it right. We'll put in a length here. For those who are a little confused by what I'm doing, the animation thing just returns an array of images. So we can use all the array blocks with this. All right. Length -1. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set the image, and we're going to put in a pause. So let's just put a pause for 100, and we can now see it goes, boop, boop, boop. There we go. Great. We don't want it to be that fast. We want it to like shake a little bit and then shake a lot when a crack forms, and then shake some more, and then shake some more. You know, it's like, that's the idea. Panic Official says cat alert 2. Astronomer says, ooh, kitty. Yes, that is Minnie. Hi, Minnie. No, that's Athena. I can't, the angle my monitor is at, I thought I saw a gray color, but I can see now it's
Athena's in my arms and Minnie is now in the hammock.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, Pinmake Official says, Richard, please answer my question by the end of stream so I don't end up thinking about how to do for another week. I don't actually know what you're referring to. What can someone tell me what question is?
Maybe the Monty
They're
Hall
making
problem?
a garden in a cookie clicker, but budget deluxe.
Okay.
I just don't want the code ending up like the last one. That sounds like a lot to look through, so it's probably easier just to ping on the forums and get some context there, get help there.
Yeah, if you need help with a big project, ask on the forums. It's much easier for me to do that. Okay, so we need to make this guy shake. So the classic way to shake is we're going to go into animations. We're going to do a movement animation. And we're going to animate our sprite with, and we'll go ahead and make our own. So go into text, put this in thing right here. Go ahead and put this on our sprite. We're going to put loop on, and we're going to put a short time, like 100. And we just want to make it kind of like, so we're just going to put in a bunch of move commands. So we're going to do H1, V, -1. B1, H, -1. And just see what that looks like. So,
but the problem is I don't want to release it until it is more complete. Well, I mean, they're not going to be able to give you good feedback then.
Yeah,
use
I can't.
Functions, right? Like,
if you go ahead and create a thread for it and be specific as you can with the question, and I'll try and answer it if I can. If I can't, I will ping you in a private message so you can give me the code. All right. So there we go. We got a nice little shaking thing going on, which looks good. Let's actually put this in a variable. We'll go ahead and call this shake animation. Right there. And now we want to have like a big shake animation also. So to do a big shake animation, let's go ahead and do big shake animation. And we're just going to, I don't know, just multiply these values by 2 and see what that looks like. So, wow, it's actually really hard to copy and paste a text block.
Can you duplicate it?
Yeah, I guess that's what you got to do. All right. -2, 2, -2, 2. By the way, these things I'm going in, H means move horizontal 2 pixels, V means move vertical 2 pixels. That's the idea. So we're going to animate like this. We're going to put in an initial pause of like a second. And we're going to put this in here down at the bottom. And, or rather, we're going to do like, let's see, put in a like 100 millisecond pause while we do the big shake animation. And then we'll switch back to the other one and pause for some more time. So, okay, we're like slowly edging over as this happens. I think what's happening here is we're starting the animation while the sprite is moved. And so it's like nudging us over basically because it's starting from that initial position each time.
Oh yeah. Do the animation numbers always like sum to 0 in the animation we made?
Yeah, they do.
Didn't check.
So we have 1, -1, 1, -1, 2, -2, 2, -2.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can tell it's like not moving when it's playing a static animation. It's only when we're switching between the two. So I wonder if we can just do stop all animations before we switch. I wonder if that switches, if that resets the position. We'll see. Nope. All right, I guess we're just going to have to reset the position manually. That's annoying. Left. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and set that before we switch each animation. So we'll do it right here. Make sure you drag down our sprite. Left. Oops, wanted to get, not duplicate. And set the top as well. And we need to do it right here also. Cool. All right. That fixes that. Okay. We also want to make some little bits of eggshell like fly off when we do this hatch. So we're not actually going to use particles for this. We're just going to create some sprites. It's going to be easier. You know, we're not going to be creating enough for it to actually matter. So we're going to go ahead and do a repeat loop in here. And every time we do this, we're going to create a bunch of just random sprites. We're going to set their position to be, let's just grab sprite utils. I think that's going to make this easier. Ah! Joey, give me a quarter. Been a long time since I messed up that one. I don't mind getting his quarter as much these days because it means Joey also has to do work. Because he has to turn the thing on. All right, so we're going to make this white. Just go ahead and call this temp sprite. We are going to set the position using the sprite tools box. So we're going to go ahead and do a place. And we're going to place our temp sprite away from our sprite. For the distance, we'll just do like 4 pixels. We just don't want it to be at the center. And we're going to choose an angle, which is going to, let's grab the degrees to radians block. Where, oh, I'm in sprites, not sprite tools. Where is that block? Where is that block? There it is. Convert degrees to radians. Put the angle in here, and then we can just do a random range. So we want it to go like, we want these to all like shoot up from the top, right? We don't want it to like shoot out of the bottom. So we're going to set the angle to be from like 180 to 360, because that is our top hemisphere, or whatever. So go ahead and make this 180, make this 360. Set distance 4, and then we need to set its velocity. So we're going to also use sprite utils. We're going to set the velocity to be, and we're going to do another same angle range. And we'll set the speed to be 100. Make this our temp sprite. And we need to give it gravity. So set the gravity right here. AY to be like 500. And the last thing we want to do is we want to turn on auto destroy so that these automatically get cleaned up when they get off the screen. All right. Now let's go. Yeah, probably want to make it so that they are underneath the egg. And maybe make some of them green. Where you're going to
the most important thing we need is to make some noise and make it a nice crackling sound when it's cracking open.
We do need to do that. You're right. So let's increase the speed of this slightly. We'll make it 130. We're going to set the z-index of these guys to be -1 so that they're behind.
Wait, is that what auto destroy does? Auto destroy is it destroys itself and is not in the viewport.
Yeah, auto destroy means as soon as it's off screen, it'll get destroyed. Which is, you know, pretty nifty. And then we're going to give it a 50% chance to be green instead of white.
I just thought it destroyed it instantly. Then it wouldn't be very useful, right? Because you just
That's true. Yep, that would be a funny thing for that block to do, though. All right. It's okay. Let's increase this distance to like 8 so that it's farther away. There's a little bit more spread on them. Great. Okay, good enough. Let's increase this to be like 8. See what that looks like. Yeah, that's better. All right. And we'll put a little bit of random spread on the speed. So we'll go from 90 to 130. Great. All right. Then at the end here, we want to go ahead and stop our animation. So we'll stop all our animations. And then we're going to create 2 sprites here. So we'll actually just reuse one of our sprites. So we'll set our sprite image to be the top here. Well, first let's reset our position. So like that. And we're going to go ahead and set the image of our sprite to be the top half. And then we're going to go ahead and create another temp sprite. This will be our bottom half. And then we're going to play 2 animations on these guys so that they move apart. So we're going to do more movement animations. And in here, we're going to take our sprite first, and we're going to just make it move upwards. So we're going to do text and do v -20. And set this to be 500 milliseconds. And now this guy, we want to set it to be in the same position. So the reason I made these the same size is so that we can use the same position, because they'll still be lined up, even though this has much transparency at the top. Oops. And then we want to animate this guy the same way. except in the opposite direction. So make this V20. All right. Crack, 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 crack. Whoop. There we go. All right. Maybe not quite as far. Maybe we'll make this like V10 in both, so we have like a 20 pixel gap. Right now they're moving pretty far apart.
I feel like when they get far enough apart, they should set fire to themselves so that there's no parts left for the Yoshi DNA to be stolen from.
Joey doesn't know how eggs work. All right.
No, I agree with Joey. That's exactly how it should happen.
Do you think that the Yoshis would feel safe with their secret egg technology being leaked?
I don't think Yoshi's not like no shade to Yoshi's, but I don't think they have the technological know-how to have created, like, to be aware that DNA exists. You know, I'm not even sure Yoshi's have language. I mean, they definitely do in Paper Mario, I guess, but in the other games,
They
not
do
really.
the little wow wow.
Yeah,
That's a language.
but
What?
I guess which other ones are they like majorly? Like I guess Yoshi's Island. Did
Like,
they have any talking in there?
I don't know. By the way, if you've never done this, please go ahead and search for the Yoshi voice lines slowed down, which you should definitely listen to because Yoshi's voice lines were just done by the guy who created the character, and he's just doing silly voice lines that are then pitched way up. And so if you want to hear just a dude making those sounds, it's pretty funny.
That rules.
All
I
right.
didn't know that.
So, cool. All right. Well, we got our egg hatching thing. We'll finish this up next Friday. So tune in then to watch us do the actual shuffling and stuff, and we'll also do some sound effects, things like that. We'll use the sound effects extension to make something that sounds good. I kind of want it to be like a drum roll, like, and then like ba 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 when it opens up or something.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am Richard at Richard on the MakeCode Forum.
I'm Joey at J1 on the MakeCode Forum.
I'm Sarah at Sarah on the MakeCode Forum.
And I'm Thomas at Sparks on the MakeCode Forum.
And reminder, we have a mini game jam going on right now. It's sound themed, so definitely make a game for it. It'll be really cool. We're going to play all of them. You can just make a song or something if you want to. Like, anything's fine. And we are going to have a big game jam next month. I still need to post an announcement about that on the forum. So we're going to reveal the theme on October 1st. We might actually go a little bit longer than the end of October just to give people lots of time to work on it, but it's going to be really fun. So keep an eye out for that. Oh, man, I have to make the website for that and everything. I haven't even started on that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Bye.